You guys come out home with 10 points in that last period. What happened that changed in that fourth quarter?
I think a sense of urgency. I think for 3 quarters we just kind of out there, played well in spots, but not consistent at all. And I think in the fourth quarter, our guys realized, all right, we gotta start this quarter off with a sense of urgency. We're gonna have any chance of winning this game. 10 points, 26% from the field, and most importantly, 0 of 8 from the 3-point line. And they were hurting us throughout the game from the 3. So the urgency, that really was the biggest thing. We started getting stops, started forcing turnovers. I thought Nicole was a lot more aggressive in that fourth quarter offensively. And in the NBA, if you want to be a good team, you got to win games in different ways. Did not play our best game tonight, but down the stretch, we got stops, got rebounds, and Nicole obviously bails us out with an unbelievable finish.
Paul Millsap, 33 points tonight. Talk about him. What an amazing performance tonight.
Yeah, Paul's been really good as of late. Scoring, I thought in that first half he was by far our best player. Went back to him in that third quarter because he was giving us an offensive lift, being aggressive. With 33 points, rebounding, defending, and down the stretch, switching on to smaller guards and containing. So Paul, I thought, had a great impact on both ends of the floor tonight, and a really important win for us.
Was that the design on the last play to kind of get it to him at that spot, kind of near
the
elbow?
We wanted to get it a lot closer, more in the post. I think Dorian Finney-Smith was on the ball, did a good job of shadowing, which forced Nikola to step up the lane a little bit. But the bottom line was we're going to go to Nikola, get our best player the ball down one, and let him make a play. And obviously, you hope that maybe he draws a foul. We're in the bonus, and then he winds up hitting an improbable shot. So, hell of a finish, and we just hung around tonight. And proud of our guys for doing that.
You talked about him having to probably fight through some fatigue here in this kind of stretch. Is that sort of what you saw a little early on in this game?
Yeah, a little bit. First play, he had a great look at the rim. He missed, and Nicola's tired, man. He's been carrying this team all season. And for us to be, where we are, second in the West, a game behind Golden State, whatever it is, Nicola's an MVP candidate, in my opinion, and he's wearing the weight of that, in terms of the games and us going to him, and the mental fatigue as well. So we'll be smart, try to give him some time to refresh and recharge while we move forward and try to win as many games as possible.
Is that part of being an MVP candidate, though, is to going through the mental fatigue of carrying your team when you need to be?
Yeah, it's heavy as the head. And, too much is given, much is expected, and we expect a lot from Nikola. And he delivers 99 out of 100 nights at a high level. And what I'm proud of him tonight was maybe wasn't playing his best game. Third quarter, he made some great passes, but wasn't really looking to score. Fourth quarter, he turned the switch. And for me, kids, that's a sign of maturity and knowing, okay, you know what? As I look on this bench, it's my turn. I got to step up now and put this team on my back. And he did that tonight like he's done all season long.
I think they scored just 10 points in the fourth quarter. In your eyes, is that where this comeback started, was the defensive end?
Oh, without a doubt. Yeah, without a doubt. It was the defense all the way, because that defense allowed us to get out and run and attack and play with pace and play with tempo, get into the bonus and get to the foul line. So yeah, if we didn't turn up our defensive intensity, we would never have gotten back into this game and had a chance to win it at the end. So 0 of 8 from the 3-point line, 26 from the field, 10 points. And as TJ mentioned earlier, that's something that we've done at a high level all year long. Our fourth quarter defensive rating is almost tops in the NBA. So that's important when you can trust your defense down the stretch in big games and big moments.
Paul's had a couple big scoring games back-to-back. Is this just a time late in the season, and he's obviously been through a lot of stretch runs before? Yeah. This is a time when you can just rely on him maybe a little more.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, ever since the break ended, I've seen almost a different Paul Millsap, recharged, understands what time it is in terms of, at that point in the season, 25 games to go, now 15. And he's got 90 playoff games under his belt. And we don't have a lot of playoff experience in that locker room. You got Paul Millsap, you've got Isaiah Thomas, and you've got Mason Plumlee a little bit. Aside from that, it's pretty thin. So Paul is stepping up at the right time and leading by example on the court, which is great to see.
One more. On Luka's dunk, was that just kind of a miscommunication between Gary and Malone?
You can say that. What we have here is a failure to communicate. We're supposed to be switching 1 through 5. Obviously, we put Mason in the game for defense, took Nikola out. and miscommunication between Gary and Mason. Are we switching? Are we not? And when you don't communicate, there's confusion. And in that confusion, obviously Luka drives for a potential N1, and then he misses a free throw. So yeah, just we have to be better in those. We can't have breakdowns at time of the game. And luckily, we were able to get the win. And it's always better to learn and teach after wins than tough losses.
Thanks.
All right.